What's up, YouTube? Stack44 coming in with another video. 5 steps for change in 2020. Before I get started, I want to give a shout out to all my new subscribers, all my regular subscribers. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscription button in the corner of your screen. And hit that notification bell as well. And you get all my videos sent straight to your phone or your device as soon as I put one up on YouTube. But let's get right into this video. 5 steps for change in 2020. You know, at the end of the day, the year is, the dog days of 2019 is upon us. And I said that in the last couple of videos. But at the end of the day, I want you guys to have 2020 vision going into 2020. Because I feel like we want to focus on our goals and our plan, our purpose, our program. I talk about plan, purpose, and program all year long. But I just want to feel like I need to put these 5 steps out there because you guys, some of you guys don't know where to start at. You guys are confused about how to start. And I say it in all my videos, but I'm going to go ahead and put these 5 steps in of how to start and how to finish and how to keep yourself in tunnel vision and focus on your lane and your lane only and have 2020 vision to run your own race in life. So number 1, you have to put God first. That's the number 1 thing you have to do. But at the end of the day, the God is the attention that you need to give. That's the attention you should want. The validation you need is to validate God and validate yourself. A lot of you guys are putting social media or people's opinion in front of your own validation for your own self. So make sure whatever you do, you put God first, and whatever your purpose, your plan, your program, He knows it. You know it. You know what's inside of you. You know what you're good at. I don't know what you're good at, but you have to dig in deep to understand your gifts. And go ahead and put that prayer and put that, put God first in everything you do, period. So make sure you guys put that validation towards the Lord. So number 2, now, is basically look yourself in the mirror and understand what you have to change. Everybody has something they go through in life, but everybody have insecurities about what they need to work on if they don't work on it, because it becomes an insecurity because you don't want to take care of it. You want to sweep it under the rug. It's a weakness. Now, you have to work on your weaknesses to build your strength. So you have to go ahead and face whatever you need to face and put God in that, because when God has got your back, you will never, be alone. So go ahead and face the changes that you need to change, the weaknesses you need to work on. And it's not going to happen overnight. Sometimes, working on yourself or working on something that you need to work on take a process. You know what I mean? Like I told you guys, when you go through a process, there will be pain. And there's no pain without the process sometimes. If something really haunting you from the past or something that you have to work on, you have to don't fear that situation. You have to go into it and attack it and stack it up and understand that that's what you have to do to get over it. You have to face it, you versus that situation, and whatever that situation is, I don't know. Number 3, you got to have the action plan. You got to have the action plan after you talk. You say you're going to put God first. You're going to face your weaknesses. You're going to change your ways. You have to have an action plan how to do it. You have to sit down and write down how I'm going to get from point A to point B to make a change in your life. It just don't get up and say, I'm going to get up and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. It's cool to have the mind ready, but you have to have the mind with the focus and write down your goals and make a check mark, a checklist, a bucket list of things that you want to change for yourself. So make sure you do that. Number 4, you have to eventually cut people off. Because sometimes when you make a new you understand who's for you and who's against you. Sometimes people are going to be either with you or against you. But if you ain't with me or against me, you just in my way. And that's what you need to tell people. And that's what you need to tell yourself about people, is people are going to just hate on your change. Because if you weigh 325 pounds and all of a sudden within a year you drop your weight to say lose 100 pounds and you 225, a lot of people are not going to celebrate your achievement. A lot of people are going to hate you for losing the weight. being more healthy with the physical and the mental. Because once you lose that type of weight, it's not about the physical. It's about mentally you work on the process. You know, a lot of people, we live in a microwave society when everybody wants to press a button or take a swipe or ask Google something and it be there at their disposal that quick. But a person that shows that type of gratitude and that type of effort to lose 100 pounds within a year, that means their mental is there and their physical is glowing, and people will hate you for it. So at the end of the day, guys, if somebody can't motivate you or tell you the truth, and as a friend, they're not really your friend. They're just a bandwagon friend or a person that is glad that they're over you so they can feel more better about themselves. So watch that, guys. At the end of the day, you're going to have to cut people off. So last but not least, it will always be you versus you. Now, this step is, you know, you start off the new year. Let's say a lot of people have New Year's resolutions, and they start their resolution in January, and usually about the 6th week and the second week of February or before Valentine's Day, a lot of people change their mind about the new change that they're having, because you got to think about it. If you're a certain amount, mid-20s or 30s, and you've been doing, you know, one thing for so long, it's a habit. It's a hard change. Like, a lot of people get in the gym and they want their body to be instantly, you know, changed in 3 weeks or 3 months. You got to realize, if you've been eating bad for so long or not doing the right habits for so long, it's going to take maybe 6 to 7 to 8 months, maybe even a year, to train your body. This is the new way I'm going. So you have to remember, like I said, you have to process. When you make a process, there will be pain. There will be times when you're unfocused. So that's why I encourage you guys to pick up YouTube and look at Coach Warren, GMB, guys out there that's going to help you keep yourself focused. Because, and if you look at those guys, they got their stuff together, and they're not just preaching to you, telling you something, and they look like they're fat and lazy. They hit the gym. They work on their mental. They work on their physical. They're outstanding people that's, you know, productive in their lives. So remember, at the end of the day, guys, it's always you versus you to make that change. And it's the last step that, you know, at the end of the day, the validation has to come from yourself. And sometimes you have to take a break on social media. Take a break on dating the opposite sex, because you can't help yourself. You know, you can't help nobody else if you can't help yourself. So at the end of the day, the recipe of being successful is loving yourself, looking yourself in the mirror and validating who you are as a person, and always putting God first, guys. Got to put God first. Then it's you versus you. And like I said, hit your action plan. If you have to cut people off, that's what it is. And understand your insecurities and the things you have to work on, because nobody's perfect. And, you know, at the end of the day, you have to hear the truth from real people. So if you guys want to hit me up for a consultation, or hit Coach Warren or GMB, I'm pretty sure these guys keep their emails on their channels. I keep my email on my channel. But I just want you guys to stack up your lives in 2020, have that 2020 vision, and have a 2020 understanding that it's my lane. It's not that person's lane, this person's lane. It's your lane. Because at the end of the day, you know, it doesn't matter if you're the best. Only thing that matters is if you're blessed. And I'll holler at you guys at the next video. Peace.